Just an update where we're at on this here holster belt combo. What I got here is the holster. Now, I've got this piece stitched on, the belt loop stitched in place, retaining strap stitched on, the welts glued in place, and what I do is when I stitch stuff to the outside of something like this, and the stitches go to the inside of something like this, is I recess them. I use my stitch groover to cut a groove to recess the stitches on the inside, so as you're drawing the gun or moving the gun in and out of the holster, you're not rubbing against the threads. And then after I get all that stitched in place, I do a top coat on the inside, because once it's folded over, I won't be able to do a top coat. And the top coat ends at the top of the belt loop. So once this interior dries, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wet it. That's right. I'm going to wait for it to dry so I can wet it. And fold it over, wait for that to dry, and then run some contact cement along this part and along here and glue that together. That'll hold it in place long enough for me to go ahead and punch the, let's do it on this side. Punch the stitch holes along this side, cut stitch groove, and stitch it up. I'm admiring my stitches. Got the retainer loop done. That's all stitched up. And the belt itself, well, I got all the stitch holes punched in it. Here we are. And that the ends cut, and I've got the edges all nicely burnished. So next up on this one is the stitching. And then after I'm done with the stitching, I'll do a top coat on it, let that dry, and then do the final assembly, and the belt will be done. And after the holster's all stitched up, then I'm going to wet it again and mold it to the gun and to the belt, so it'll be a perfect fit. Last thing I'll do is put the snaps on this end. Right now our power's out. You might notice it's not as bright here. I am set up next to a big picture window, so I get lots of light in from there, but my little light here, I can't bring it down far enough. Anyway, I got a little desk light. It's digital. It's not digital. It's an LED light, and it's pretty cool. It's on a gooseneck. Puts out lots of light, but right now it doesn't work because we have no power. And they say it's going to be about another hour and a half till our power comes on. But that's groovy because I'm actually at a stopping point with this thing. I got to wait for this to dry. And well, a little bit later, we'll get to stitching on the belt. So anyway, that's the update for today. See you next time around when I got more news.